Yo, so these are some of my travel tech essentials. Over the last few months, I've flown several times and needed to take my camera and other tech along with me to make these videos, and these have been the items that have helped. So first, the main bag I bring on the plane with me is the Visco camera backpack, and this makes it easy for me to travel with my Sony a6400 along with two lenses. There's a ton of compartments for storage in here, but the main one at top is where I usually throw my camera with my main lens attached and then my 16mm wide lens next to it. In here there's two small zipper pockets which are really convenient to carry things like an SSD, SD card, or something else small like that. Then on each side of the bag there are pretty large side pockets which I appreciate, and these can hold a tripod, but I found it more useful to hold my LARC bottle and throw a mouse or charging brick into. Next, opening up the left side pocket, there's more room to store lenses if you have them, but this is typically where I'll throw all of my camera accessories like batteries, a boom mic, and whatever else I carry. If you open up the back pocket, there's a lot more pockets to store small items safely, as well as have access to the side compartment. There's a laptop sleeve that Visco says stores up to a 15.6-inch laptop, and while a 16-inch can fit in here, it's definitely more suited for a 14-inch or a smaller one. There's a smaller pocket in front of this that I find really nice to slip my iPad into. Once everything's packed in here, it's pretty comfortable to wear on my back, and when taking it off, it'll stay standing up because of the feet on bottom. This bag has worked pretty well for what I travel with, but alongside it, I usually like to bring a sling bag. This does mean I have to check my suitcase, which is a little annoying, and if I really tried, I could probably fit most things into the bag, but this is still nice to have. The main one I use is a 5.5 liter one from TomTalk to carry my chargers in the outside pocket and a Kindle and journal in the main compartment. I keep this with me under the seat while I fly, and it makes getting at everything super easy. I hate to say that I haven't been using my Steam Deck much recently, but I usually will bring it with me when I fly, and it fits nicely in here. TomTalk has a similar sling designed to store a Steam Deck with a padded section that protects it, but if you have a slim case or screen protector alongside it, this works just fine. Now, for my suitcase, I like to use a carry-on size even though I sometimes check it, mainly because it forces me to pack only what I need. The one I used on my most recent trip is from Monos, who are sponsoring this portion of the video. This here is their expandable carry-on Pro, which is a super sleek suitcase with a polycarbonate hard shell that makes it lightweight and easy to roll around. The front pocket gives you room for a 16-inch laptop, which I found really nice to store my work laptop. But there's also two extra pockets where you could keep a charger or another small item. In the main compartment, you have two separate sections with the zipper pockets separating them. This one specifically is nice to carry socks and other loose items. If you want to keep things in here organized, Mono sells packing cubes that are really nice to store your toiletries and other things you want to keep within this suitcase. They also have a really nice Metro toiletry case made of nylon or vegan leather if you prefer that, which is perfect for quick trips to zip up the essentials. Once you have everything packed up and you just need to fit an extra thing inside but don't quite have the room, the expandable suitcase gives you a zipper that you can use to give yourself an extra 1.6 inches of space. If you want to check out any of these items, head to the link in the description, and thanks Monos for sponsoring this video. Now, my main MacBook is the 14-inch M3 Pro, and this is by far the best machine I've found to use both at home but definitely while traveling. I used to have a 16-inch as my daily driver, but on the go it just wasn't practical for me. The 14-inch can easily slip into a bag, and I can use that while at the airport without it feeling obnoxiously big. The battery life is still insanely good, especially given how much power is packed into such a small form factor. I will say though, I'm planning on upgrading this to the M4 Max when it releases, just because the base model is a little slower than I'd like for editing, and I want to be able to better run Blender and Unreal while traveling. Now, when I travel, there's some peripherals I take along with me that I really like. First is the MX keys, and I've mentioned this keyboard a lot over the last few months since I've gotten it, and that's because I really like it. For a while I was using it as my main keyboard at home, but it's super slim and gives a similar but better typing experience than the MacBook keyboard. The battery life is really good. I've only charged it like one time, and it's just enjoyable to type on. Alongside it, I've used the MX Anywhere 3S, and this is a great small mouse that can easily be slipped into your bag or attached to it using a cheap carrying case from Amazon. There's nothing super special about the mouse, but I just like it. Now, I like to bring along a power bank with me so that I don't need to worry if my phone or laptop dies before I can get to a plug. I've used two banks recently, one from Charge and another from Anker. Both of these have really unique designs and, more importantly, LED screens that show you the current battery of the bank and how long is left to charge the plugged in device. Carrying one of these is honestly a must for me, and the benefit of the Anker one is they have an option with a 25,600 milliamp hour capacity, which is perfect if you want to be charging a laptop or Steam Deck. Next, if you use an iPhone or have a MagSafe case, Anker has a MagSafe charger, which is honestly super convenient as it slaps onto the back of your phone while also acting as a kickstand. This is really great to watch videos while on the go. Another accessory I love while traveling is a wallet, and this one from Satechi is really nice. The front compartment is perfect to keep your license and makes getting at it a lot faster. There's then also an inner pocket that I found to easily keep 3 cards. Next, I like to use an external SSD to store my video projects and all the footage, but recently I've also started saving my Unreal projects on here as it makes it easy to go between my desktop PC and laptop. I like having an SSD enclosure rather than a regular SSD, as you can easily swap out the drive and have faster speeds. This one here is from Satechi and it's really well built. It's not the smallest and definitely not the cheapest one out there, but I find it to be really fast and high quality. So I know there was a lot here, but these are mainly the items I bring with me when I travel so that I can continue to film and edit my videos as well as work on programming projects. All of this really fits into a carry-on, a backpack, and a small sling, so I think it's pretty good. If you enjoyed this video, you'll want to watch this one next where I talk about tech products that have genuinely improved my life. Thanks for watching and take care.